Hey guys, I'm Karan Binani from Mobi Scrub, and today we are going to compare the Galaxy A7 against the C9 Pro. Both the devices are nearly the same price and sort of same size as well. However, there are quite a few differences that can tilt you much in the favor of one device. So here are the specs. From a performance perspective, the C9 Pro totally bashes the Galaxy A7 when it comes to the RAM department. C9 Pro has twice the RAM of Galaxy A7, and it is in fact the first smartphone by Samsung to sport a 6GB RAM. From a similarities perspective, both the devices are dual SIM enabled and 4G ready with option to expand storage, and even the camera seems to be nearly the same. The C9 Pro might have a better sensor than the A7, however the difference in quality seems to be marginal. And just a couple of samples that I'd like to take you through. Now you can see on the left is the C9 Pro images, and on the right I've got the A7 2017. Both of these pictures from both the cameras were taken in broad daylight, and I have to say that the A7 is better just by maybe 10 to 15% in terms of lighting, contrast and the colors. The A7 is slightly better. Both of them feature a Type-C USB port for charging and data transfer, and both of them come with a fast charger. Another thing that's common across the devices is the operating software. Both of them are running Android 6.0.1 Marshmallow layered on top with Samsung's latest Grace UI, which is quite new, fresh and loaded with much more user-friendly features. Both the devices feature fingerprint sensor, which is not only the safest but also the fastest way to unlock. Fortunately or unfortunately, there are more differences than similarities despite the small cost difference in the two devices. Firstly, the design is the biggest and the most visible difference. The A7 pretty much looks like the S7. The plastic glass combos sandwiched nicely between the aluminum frame and curvy smooth round edges really give a classy premium look over the C9 Pro, which is more rectangular with slightly sharper look, again with an aluminum frame around it and a more than obvious metallic back. Now, while both of them are a single unified device, that is, they do not provide any access to the battery, but the C9 Pro is not water or dust resistant, whereas the A7 is. The Galaxy C9 Pro, despite its size, is still thinner than the A7. It's definitely sleeker. It's at 6.9mm, whereas the A7 is 7.9mm thick. While you can't really say that one is better looking than the other, it's really a matter of preference. Some do prefer the glossy reflective look of the A7, while some might prefer the subtle look of metal in the C9 Pro. Secondly, the screen size. While both of them have a full HD display resolution and both have Super AMOLED display, the screen size varies, with the A7 sporting a 5.7-inch display and the C9 with an even larger 6-inch display. That does two things for you. One, the viewing experience on the C9 Pro is slightly better. And two, this makes the C9 Pro a little difficult to operate using single hand and hence ergonomically a little unpleasant to manage as compared to the A7. Thirdly, and what takes the cake away, is the battery life. The C9 Pro hands down has a much longer lasting battery. The C9 Pro has a 4000 mAh battery as compared to the 3600 mAh battery on the A7. I'm currently using the C9 Pro, and trust me, I use it all the time quite actively with multiple emails mapped, more than 5 social media accounts which are active, and constant messaging on WhatsApp. The phone easily lasts me from the moment I wake up at 8 in the morning all the way up until midnight. The A7 does not have a notification LED, while the C9 Pro does, but this is not so much of an issue considering both have always-on display that pretty much notifies you if and how many notifications you've got. Now, because I don't have a notification on the A7, but I do on the C9 Pro, you can see here that I have these two, that one, it says I've taken a screenshot, and another one from one of my service providers, so you've got notifications anyway. Fifth, while both have a Super AMOLED display, I still find the C9 Pro a tad bit brighter than the A7. I could be wrong, but it's just a sense that I get every time I look at these two displays. Lastly, the A7 supports Samsung Pay currently, while the C9 Pro does not. And if you must know, Samsung Pay is the most convenient way to ever make a credit card payment without physically carrying your card. It's really fast, it's secure, and it works across all credit card machines. Just select your registered credit card and tap it next to the machine and your payment is done. Now, I'm not sure if Samsung is going to release Samsung Pay for the C9 Pro, although the C9 Pro is hardware ready for it, but there's no news on that for now. So here's the overall conclusion. The A7 2017 basically has a better ergonomic structure with a more manageable display size, and it's got Samsung Pay as a feature, and it costs just a tad bit lesser than the C9 Pro. The C9 Pro, on the other hand, has twice the RAM, 6GB that is, a larger 6-inch display, and a better octa-core processor, more than 10% larger battery life at 4000 mAh, and a sleeker body build, being 1mm thinner than the A7. Now, since I don't mind the larger screen size, I would go for the C9 Pro simply because it is faster and more powerful, while at the same time it lasts longer given the battery life. I missed the Samsung Pay feature in the C9 Pro, but that's okay because I'm going to carry a slim credit card otherwise. However, I do like the design and the look and feel of the Galaxy A7, but then it's got half the RAM. It's got a smaller battery, and that really does not fit my usage pattern. I'm just a little bit more inclined towards the C9 Pro. So that's all, guys. Let me know what you think, and what would you choose. Leave them in the comment section below, and let me know. Thank you for watching, guys, and don't forget to subscribe.